Well, we are just one day away from the big game, which means that companies are spending big bucks on advertisements. Joining us today, Don DeTazy with RMD Advertising, breaking down some of the commercials, the controversy around them, and what we can expect this year. So before we get into all of that, commercials are really expensive.
They are. This year, they're $5.6 million for 30 seconds. And many of the commercials are going to be 60 seconds, so there's a big payday there. So the commercials, the companies have to get more bang for their buck.
Yeah.
So they have to release them early. We have 37 out of 77 commercials released already.
Yeah.
And maybe it's a teaser. You know, one of the spots for Bud Light Seltzer, they have Post Malone, the musician, that they did 2 spots for him, and they want the public or their fans to pick which one will run. So they are trying to get a little bit more play before they start.
I was going to say that's relatively new the last few years where we see them before it happens.
Yeah, and it's because it could cost upwards of $1 million to produce one, and then you got celebrities and things like that, so they really have to move more. But I think that the best commercials will educate, or actually entertain and then educate you. So you have these actors coming in. One I really like so far is Hyundai came out with a spot, and they have John Krasinski from the Boston area and a couple other actors, and they have this over-exaggerated Boston accent, and it's funny, it's entertaining you, and then they show you this car that self-parks without you being in it. So I like that because it has a nice balance. But also, Cheetos how are you going to educate on Cheetos?
Yeah.
But they took a negative of their product with his cheese dust on their fingers and MC Hammer's back into his can't touch this. And I think it's funny because it's the Cheeto dust, I can't hold a baby. I can't do this, I can't do...
Yeah.
So they took a negative to a positive, so it's really kind of an interesting take on their product.
Now, and sometimes there's controversy around these commercials.
Yeah.
This year, and I don't know if I would necessarily call this a controversy, but Planters Peanuts, they had this idea that they were, going to kill off their guy.
Yeah,
their main icon.
Yeah, Mr. Peanut. He's driving on a road, and he goes off the side, and he blows up on the side of a mountain. And out of respect of Kobe Bryant, they thought, oh, we don't want to show this, even though it's different. But are they going to play it? Are they not going to play it? So they're getting play from that as we talk about this right now and other. But so we don't really know if they're going to put the rest of that commercial out there.
Well, they paid for something, so they're going to have to put something out
there. That's right. And you know, their agency's scrambling, but that's okay. It makes it exciting.
Yeah, and so then it just keeps all eyes on Planters, really, to see what they come up with.
Yes.
The one I like was that I thought it was sweet that a man he bought an ad to thank the vet hospital that saved his dog. Yeah,
you know, there's still going to be that sentimental. There's still going to be those ones out there because you have 100 million people, and it's 50% women, 50% men, different ages, and you kind of have these spots that will tug at the heartstrings of, you know, and that's the way it should be. And then you'll have other ones, even if they die, even if it's a terrible spot, you still have a lot of people talking about a service or a product, and you still have a lot of eyeballs on that, and they're still talking, oh, it's a terrible ad, but they're talking about the product.
And it gives people who don't like football something to watch when they're stuck watching it, right?
That's true. That's true. It is the Super Bowl of commercials, that's for sure.
And only 2 political ads?
2, but it's interesting because I'd have to research more, but I don't think there's been a political spot in these. So it's kind of it's Republican and Democrat. And now the thing about that is a lot of the other advertisers don't want to be sandwiched near political ads. They want to, you know, not have people talking over them. So the network decided that they're going to put these ads in between their own commercial, you know, maybe for movies or shows or something like that, because it kind of safeguards the money they're going to spend.
You know, a lot of people don't think about that strategic placement, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for coming in, Don.
I appreciate
it. Always good insight. Liz, now we have something else to look forward to.